What is up, everyone? Lock Daddy back at it, bringing you day number 2 and top 8 of the Star City Games Standard Open Richmond. Let's get into it. We got our first matchup, round 10, Austin Collins versus Baby D. Demir midrange versus Esper midrange. Ooh, the good old midrange battle. This is going to be a good one. Mid-range matchups are fun to watch, for sure. This is the bones of Magic right here. This is the crux. This is like pretty much all decks were mid-range in the very beginning. There weren't really like, you know, the 4 types because there weren't enough cards out yet. There was kind of control. I mean, there were mono blue decks that were running, you know, a bunch of counter spells and like, you know, 8 creatures. But those aren't really what we think of as control today because it still ran, you know, 8 creatures to get the job done because, you know, planeswalkers didn't exist and, you know, all these other fun little ways to win. All right. Turn 2, Thought Erasure. Great little Magic card. Great little hand destruction with Surveil 1. Narsat's going into the bin. He's already got 2 Narsets in hand. Oh, Teferi, go away. 3-drop Teferi. Oh, he retorts with a Thought Erasure of his own. Oh, Kefnet. It's kind of hard to not take Kefnet here, since he, you know, always comes back. This is one of the ways to permanently make him go away. Because he has to actually be in play for his ability to trigger. So he's probably going to take Kefnet here. There's no real point to taking one of the 2 Narsets. It's either Kefnet or... it's probably just Kefnet. I don't see him taking Liliana, the 6-drop. Yeah, Kefnet, get out of here. Get out of here, Kefnet. Ooh, Scry's or Surveil's will land to the bin. Field of Ruin, a card these 3-color decks have omitted because their taxing land base is only a 2-color deck though, so I can afford to play Field of Ruin, which is a great Magic card, widely used in Modern. Get rid of those pesky lands like Azcanta the Sunken Ruin, and now Blast Zone you can get rid of. And maybe even the Proliferate land at some point. I don't know. Although it is going to rotate out here in 3 months, so it's going to be the last of... We're seeing that in Standard. Blowing up that Watery Grave. Attacking the greedy 3 land base. 3-color base. Oh, back in the corner there is Ian Gajewski. Poor guy. Hope he gets it out of his head. Just doesn't let yesterday's final match keep him down. It was pretty unfortunate. I thought for sure he was gonna win. I was like, I mean, you can watch the video. I was just like, no, just do the damage to his face. No. Don't kill his creature. It's irrelevant at this point. And of course, he top decks the shock. Boom. Dude, that counterspell that can't be countered, or the negate that can't be countered, is really strong. I think he's playing like 3 of them main deck and like 1 side. It's probably going to get played in, I don't know if it's going to get played in Modern. Over negate. There's not a whole lot of counter magic running around in Modern. Oh, bam, hard casting that hostage taker. So he played that hostage taker because he knows that Austin's gonna play Narset again, and if he plays Narset, it's just gonna get killed by the hostage taker. So, oh, Augur Bolus. The Augur. I really like this Dimir deck. This Dimir deck's really cool. I might build this Dimir deck because this deck's gonna be around after the rotation for sure. I think the only card it loses is like Vraska's Contempt and Search for Azcanta. And Drowned Catacombs, of course, but it's a 2-color deck, so it doesn't need, you know, all 8 dual lands. BBD deep in the tank. What's going on, buddy? What's on your mind? What are you thinking? Nah, see, he killed it in response to Teferi because if he didn't, then he wouldn't have been able to cast on his turn. Teferi's so good. So now he's probably going to take Liliana here. Or Narset. He could take Narset, actually. Liliana's still 2 turns away. Oh, and he totally does it during his draw step because he can play sorcery spells. Oh, shit. As though they had flash. Dude, that's so good. Teferi is so... Why did they make another busted version of Teferi? Dude, that card's going to go up so much, so people out there, pick up 4 Teferi Time Ravelers right now. I'm actually kind of curious how much he's worth already. Tyrant Scorn. Tyrant Scorn's a great card too. He's $13 already. Teferi is $13 already. He's gonna go up too. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. So pick him up now. He's probably gonna go up to like 20 at least. And if he finds a home in Modern, he's gonna go even higher. Because, I mean, you can play both. Like, with Legendary rules now, you can play 3-drop Teferi and 5-drop Teferi. Why not? Oh, enter the God Eternals. He's playing on his turn. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. Dude, enter the God Eternals. I wonder how much that card is. Enter the God Eternals is only $2. I feel like that card's gonna go up. Also, people don't seem to understand that, like, even though it costs 5, it does, like, you know, it's a removal, a life gain, a 4/4 creature, and, like, the mill even has, like, connotation. Thief of Sanity. Dude, this card, this mid-range, this Esper mid-range just plays with so many juicy cards. It's kind of just like a 3-color good stuff deck. Bunch of good stuff. Those decks are fun. The toolbox decks. And oftentimes, if if 3 colors playable, then these decks can take over a format really easily. And he's just rocking it with both Teferis, just rocking it hard. Excuse me. Not looking good for Demir. I don't know if he can come back at this point. Enter the God Eternals. That's a good start. I mean, it can't affect the Planeswalkers, but... he puts his Narset back in his library and then takes the Narset with Thief of Sanity. Gross. Filthy. Yeah, now he's got 3 Planeswalkers. Does that new board wipe kill Planeswalkers too? I don't think it does. I think it just kills all but one of your creatures. Yeah, they really need... I feel like next set they're going to come out with like a Planeswalker board wipe. They kind of need one. Oh wait, does Planar Cleansing kill Planeswalkers too? I think it does. And that's going to rotate out. So like they're probably going to come out with another one next set. Like all these decks can play just like multiple Planeswalkers, and you got to have a way to kill them all. I wonder if this Dimir mid-range deck plays Ashiok. Like, just like a 1 Ashiok. Probably not. Oh, he just wanted to see more of his cards before he conceded. Yeah, there's no coming back when there's 3 planeswalkers in play and you got nothing. Yeah, or but a 4/4 creature. All right, let's go to sideboards. All right, for Dimir midrange, he's going to bring in 2 negates, 2 duress, 2 disdainful stroke, 2 unmoored ego. Actually, is disdainful stroke coming in? Yeah, 2 disdainful strokes coming in. He wants maximum interaction. I still don't know what Finale of Eternity does. Let's probably look that card up real quick. Destroy up to 3 target creatures with toughness X or less. If X is 10 or more, return all creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. And it's black, X. Convert America. That's pretty crazy. And then Dreadhorde Invasion. I don't know what that does either. So those aren't coming in, but that's definitely for like aggro decks and token decks. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life and amass 1. Oh yeah, this is the new Bitter Blossom, if you will. He actually might bring those in. Dreadhorde Invasion might come in. I'm not sure. I'm not 100%. But definitely those other 8 cards are coming in. And then for Esper, he's going to bring in probably 2 Davriel, 2 Deputy of Detention, because that card takes care of Planeswalkers. He has 2 Dovin's Veto in main deck. He's probably going to bring 2 more in. 2 Duressas coming in. 1 Unmoored Ego, maybe. And Time Wipe. What does Time Wipe do? Time Wipe is... Oh, that's the return a creature you control to its own hand, then destroy all creatures. This is the board wipe. The new board wipe. So that's not coming in. I don't know about Unmoored Egos, actually. I mean, they might... I guess the Unmoored Egos are just in there for the combo decks. So those probably aren't coming in, to be honest. Those are probably just for the Reclamation decks. To get out Team of Reclamation. It kind of makes those decks, you know, unable to win if they don't have Team of Reclamation, so... Or it makes it very, very, very difficult. Alright, game 2. Yeah, he brought his Dreadhorde Invasions in. It's going to be great. He's going to play it turn 2. Alright, BBD's got a 6-land hand. That's bad. Oh, we got the Duress, though. Wow. Lucky him. That Dreadhorde Invasion was going to do work. Yeah, he's 100% going to take Dreadhorde Invasion. Actually, he has Mortify in hand, so I guess he can destroy an enchantment with that. Mortify's so good. Mortify's just a really good standard staple removal. Yeah, he's going to take Narset. Okay. So he's just going to... mortify the Dreadhorde Invasion. I think he did that during his draw step. Okay, at least he has some basics in there. He's probably only got like 2 basics, maybe 3. But he's probably going to mortify here. Oh, he's got Thief of Sanity. Okay. That's good, actually, because he knows he doesn't have removal in his hand. He wants to get that Thief of Sanity online. That's the better play. Of course, he just drew that. I didn't know that was in his hand. That was a good draw. Alright, so Austin's holding up Disdainful Stroke. Looks like he's going to Mortify now. Maybe not. Yeah. Get that Dreadhorde Invasion out before it does much more damage. Ooh, that was Sorin. He's got Sorin main deck. Hell yeah. So many Planeswalkers. So many good Planeswalkers. Yeah, he's just doing work with Thief of Sanity. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad for Dimir. He's taking the Augur of Bolus. Probably because he knows he's got a Disdainful Stroke in hand, so he's just not even going to like play 4 mana cards. He's not going to even give him a chance to like counter his tempo. And now he's got a blocker for the 2/2, so he can just keep swinging in for with the Thief of Sanity with no repercussion. Yeah, Liliana, let's go. Oh, the negate he took from him. Gross. Austin was just like, does it stick? You could tell on his face. He's like, that was kind of like his last hope. To do the minus and kill both creatures. Yeah. Looking pretty bad. Oh, now he gets a Narset. Dude, Thief of Sanity is so good. I don't know how much Thief of Sanity is worth now. He's only $5. And he's staying in for a while. He's not rotating for a long time. Like a year, at least. Year and 3 months, something like that. Yeah, this is just over. He's gotten like 3 cards off of Thief of Sanity, and he's getting cards off Narset. He got a card off Augur of Bolus. Like, he's He's up like 5-6 cards on him in card advantage. Oh look, a Liliana of his own. Yeah, he just played around the disdainful stroke the whole time. Finally just got it out of his hand. It's a good Magic player right there. Basically made that card a blank the entire game. Yeah, it's pretty over. Yeah, he's just scooping up. He knows it's over. Oh, no shake. Austin's a little salty. Little salty boy. Got 2-0'd. A little bit of salt there. Ooh, what do we have here? What is this? Bant? Oh, this is Bant Flash. Ooh. Oh, he must be playing the new Vivian, which makes your creatures flash. Very nice. Against Esper midrange, yeah. Dude, Bant Flash took it though. Nice. It's so funny, Hydroid Crassus. I haven't seen one Hydroid Crassus. There's like no Sultai decks. Oh, Sultai. Okay, good. Alright. Sultai midrange versus Nexus. Looks like all the decks are Simic now, except for Todd Anderson's Teamer. Alright, we're going to see some Hydroid Crassus coming up in here. Oh, no second land. That's bad. What an awkward keep. Woodland Cemetery came into play tap, so he couldn't even kill. He couldn't even play the land over turn 1. And then he didn't have his second land. That's terrible. Oh, he's so wrecked. I think I would have mulliganed that hand. Oh, he didn't draw a land again. Yeah, don't keep the one land hands, man. I don't care if you have a land or elf in it. Ugh. Because this is what can happen. Instead of drawing lands, he just kept drawing land or elves. Terrible. Alright, we got next number 1. Nope, he's got it now. Well, no, he doesn't have it because it's not flipped yet. Okay, so he's going to Nexus of Fate again. Alright, I think the Soul type player's got one more turn before Simic goes infinite. He's definitely not doing 15 damage to him this turn. Oh wow, he's got another turn. He better have a fog. Oh, I guess he can't do 12 to him. He can only do 11. There he is, old Hydroid Crassus. That's the first one in the tournament we've seen. 11 rounds. First Hydroid Crassus. Boom. That card was like the superstar before this War of the Spark came out. Oop, found another root snare. I mean, if he finds a Nexus of Fate, okay. I guess the game's still going, but he does have 2 fog effects against a creature deck. Yeah, it's over now. Like, there's no way he doesn't find a Nexus now, right? Oh, he didn't find one. Wow. I mean, he has another fog effect, though. Chances are, like, so slim that the Sultai deck wins this. There it is. Yeah, this is over. Yeah, I would be conceding at this point, but maybe he's waiting for him to Nexus one more time. Yeah, like, he gets to Azcanta 4 times a turn. What's the win condition main deck with this deck now? Oh, Tamio. Duh. Yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward this because this opponent's being really fucking stubborn. I'm not wow, he's still not conceding. Are you kidding me right now? Wow, yeah, I bet you feel dumb, don't you? Especially since, like, when you run the time down like that, like, he has to win 2 games. So, like, I mean, I don't like the fact that these decks have to grind like that to win, but still, I mean, when you're beat, you're beat. Like, in a tournament, you gotta just, like, concede in a tournament. Like, it's just better. Alright, so sideboard. Simic Nexus gonna bring in Crushing Canopy, probably a Biogenic Ooze, maybe a Carney Tea or 2, probably some Crawl Harpooners. I don't think Arboreal Grazer is good enough. Because his creatures are power 3. A lot of them are power 3, so those probably aren't coming in. Maybe a Thrashing Bronodon. I can see a Bronodon because that blocks, like, you know, Branch Walkers and kills them without dying. Sultai is going to bring in 3 Duress, 2 Thrashing Bronodons so he can destroy the enchantments, 2 Negates, and Sorcerer's Spyglass so he can shut off Azcanta. Yeah, that's a good one. Alright, game 2. Looks like both solid hands. Blast Zone. Yeah, you're going to want to read that one. Alright, he would have liked to have a 2-drop, but he opted to keep, like, you know, Bronodon, Jade Light, hand, Crassus, so he could have interaction rather than the faster clock. Oh, he drew. Okay, well, he's got 10 power on the board now. Yep, Bronodon's good. He destroyed it in response. Or he destroyed it before he went to the end step, so... yeah, you just had to scoop him up. He didn't have a fog. Yeah, these Nexus decks typically take game 1. But after sideboard, they aren't as great. Because a lot of times, like, for example, the Sultai deck, these decks have to do is just counter 1 fog effect and it's just over. And I mean, it's playing blue, so I mean, obviously it's going to have counter magic in the sideboard. Yeah, Blast Zone doesn't seem as good as I thought it might have been. So he's probably going to name Blast Zone. Because if he doesn't, it just blows up both of his 2-drops. Well, he just ramped twice. Is he just going to win here? Wow. How nutty is that? What is this, turn 4? Yeah, I think this is over. The Soul type player doesn't even have that much power on the board. He's got like multiple turns before he has presents lethal. Yeah, and he's got second as Wilderness Reclamation. This is over. I'm gonna fast forward through this. I think he's got it now. He's just gonna dirtle his way to victory here. Yeah, it's over. We'll confirm it, but yeah. Dude, he's just this dude just plays it to the bitter end. I guess there's no reason not to at this point, but GG. Yeah, super friends. Teo, the Shield Mage. The Shield Mage. You have Hexproof. Create some 0/3 white walls. Alright, we got Feather versus Mono Red Aggro. Let's go! Okay, get to turn 1 into Fanatical turn 2. Mono Red on the play. I really like this Naya Feather deck. Or this is Naya. Okay. We saw the Jeskai Feather before. We have not seen this deck. It's probably playing a lot of the same cards, but maybe it's playing like Giant Growth. Giant Growth would be cool. See Giant Growth in a deck. I don't think I've seen Giant Growth in like a standard, played in a standard deck in a long time. It was at one time. That was a powerful enough card to play in standard at one time. Like ages ago. Dude, I can't believe Zan Syed's on mono red. He plays like the dirtily, like Thopter Foundry prison deck in Modern. He's rocking the mono red. It's like the complete opposite. Alright, he's going up top for one. Light up the stage, probably. Yep. Dude, Feather is so good. Just let you like play all your instants and sorceries twice. That target creatures. That's so. Or no, you just keep getting it back. It's like infinite style. That's so gross. Dude, Giant Growth. Sick. I spoke too soon. He's playing Giant Growth, of course. I mean, it's perfect for this deck. But I mean, maybe that's why he's splashing green. Maybe that's one of the reasons why he's splashing green. Giant Growth's pretty good. But he had the last combat trick, so... Yeah, the problem with this Feather deck is, like, if you get your creatures removed, you have a bunch of creature pump spells that do nothing. That's the problem with this deck. And removal is very, very good in this format right now, so... That's why the other guy's playing Jeskai, because he can play Dive Down, which is really, really powerful. It protects your creatures. Like, this Naya version has no way to prevent, like, hard removal. I mean, he can prevent, like, you know, like, burn spells, but... Ooh, the Vindicator, he's back. Defiant Strike on Swiftblade Vindicator is pretty good. Ooh, Syed bluffing the burn spell. I mean, he has to attack, though. I mean, this red deck can't sit back while he builds up. He's got to get him down into a killable range. Oof, or no, that's what's her name. Ouch. Yeah, that card's so good against mono red. What's her name? It's Aurelia. Aurelia. Yeah, 2/5. Really hard to take care of with red. Toe and Gideon. Wait, did he have enough damage just to kill him? Oh yeah, because that thing has trample too, doesn't it? So he gives it +2 power and then just like makes it huge and it's double strike trample. Yeah, he would have had to block with both things and probably still died. That's what I'm guessing. Alright, sideboard. Naya Feather bringing in... What's he bringing in? Vinemare? Is Vinemare coming in? No, Deafening Clarion's coming in ×2, that's for sure. One Aurelia's coming in. She's really good in this matchup. Healing Grace. What the hell does Healing Grace do? Healing Grace. Prevent the next 3 damage to be dealt to any target this turn, or you gain 3 life. I guess that's coming in, for sure. So 2 Deafening Clarion, Healing Grace, Aurelia. What does Reckless Rage do? Four damage to target creature you don't control and 2 damage to target creature you control. Yeah, that's probably coming in too. He's probably going to bring in all 3 of those actually. So yeah, 3 Reckless Rage, 2 Deafening Clarion, 1 Healing Grace, 1 Aurelia. Mono Red Aggro is going to bring in probably double Rekindling Phoenix, so he has like flying blockers if he needs to. 4 Lava Coil is probably coming in. He's probably going to take out his Steamkins for Lava Coils. That's a lot of times that's what happens when you're playing mono red and against, you know, heavy creatures. And this Naya deck might have what's her name? The 3/4 flyer that gives you hexproof. I don't know if that deck plays at main deck because he doesn't have a sideboard, but Shalai. That's what I'm thinking of. Shalai is really good, especially good against red. Alright, game 2. Let's go. An Experimental Frenzy is a good one too. I don't know if he's going to bring an Experimental Frenzy though. But this is definitely a fight for the board. It's definitely whoever controls the board wins. Alright, he didn't board out all of his Steamkins. Maybe he just boarded out like 2 or 3 of them. I guess Steamkin's better on the play, and he's on the play. But I would still board out some number of them. because he knows that there's going to be removal now. And a 2-drop 1/1 is just not good against removal. Alright, he's waiting to fire it off. He's going to kill whatever he puts out. Because, again, this is a board for battle for the board. So both of these players typically need creatures to win. So, ooh, Clarion. That's a good one. That thing's got haste too. It's so good. Two haste when it gets targeted by a spell. When you target it with a spell, it gets a +1/+1 counter, and you scry one. It's so good. It just works perfectly with Feather too. It's like those cards were like made for each other. Kind of reminds me of the heroic decks back in Theros block. Yeah, red's flooding out a little bit. Looks like he's got 2 shocks in his hand. Not the greatest. Oh, and a lava coil. So here's the battle. Here's the battle that's going to begin. I think the Feather deck is going to win this exchange here. He's got a bunch of pump spells. Or does he have that one of prevent 3 damage too in his hand? I think that might be it. I wonder why Zan didn't fight over that. I guess he just assumed he had a bunch of pump spells that he was going to protect it with. Because he did keep a bunch of mana up. Didn't play any creatures. He's got Defiant Strike. Wow, he just drew that too. If he didn't draw another pump spell, then that lava coil would have been good. I guess he gets a scry and then a draw, so better chances to pull a pump spell, but still a little bit risky. I guess the card replaces itself, so it's not that risky, but Aurelia. Yeah, this card's like, he's not playing Fight with Fires in his sideboard, so there's no clean way to get rid of Aurelia. Like, you have to have a, it's like, this card just takes over the game. I remember when Boros Angels was a deck, and that was a pretty bad matchup for Mono Red when I was playing Mono Red then. Like, they get out Aurelia and, like, Shalai, and it's just like, what do you do? She gives Vigilance. You got unkillable blockers in the air. Oh, he's got the double spell. This is going to be good. I think it's good. But, I mean, there's still a 5/5 on the board. Is this even good enough? Yeah, he's got him dead next turn. He's going to swing for 7. Well, if he has this, any spell at all. Oh, he has the creature. Yeah, he's got him dead. Probably. He's got to kill at least the 1/1 Vindicator. Okay, he's got the removal for that. But yeah, if he has any pump spell, he just wins here. Boom. Giant Growth for the win. Dude, that's so funny. I'm like, dude, Giant Growth. Hasn't been played in Standard forever. Boom, Giant Growth. Ask and you shall receive. Yeah, that's not a good matchup for Mono Red. Sorry, Zan, you're not making the top 8 today, buddy. That was your last loss. Esper Control versus Nexus. What a boring matchup. What a boring... Whoa, he's getting there with the 4 Planeswalkers, though. The 4... Yeah. Alright, round 13. Yes, Gruul Aggro. Awesome. I love Gruul Aggro. I kind of want to build Gruul Aggro. Edgar Magales. It's Edgar. That's a little bit of a risky keep for the Esper player. He's going to keep it, though. He's got turn 2 Thought Erasure. Ah, he drew it. He drew the fountain. Nice. Yes, that new Vivian's so good. So good. Your creatures get flash, and you can look at the top 3 cards and exile one face down. Play it whenever. Even if she dies, you can still play the exiled cards. Really good. It's probably taking Rekindling Phoenix here. Maybe Vivian. Oh, he's taking the Simic. Okay, I guess he doesn't have removal in his hand. Oh yeah, he's got the Dovin's Vetoes in his hand, so I guess he doesn't care about the Planeswalker being in his hand. Because he's going to counter it right now. Now we're going to see if he throws it down. He should throw down the Spellbreaker here and not the Vivian. Because he chose not to take the Vivian, so that's kind of suspicious. Okay, good. It's a good play. And now you throw down Phoenix, I think. Oh, I wouldn't have done that. That gives Esper a little window here. A little window. Oh, I guess he didn't have the 4th land. I guess he had to. That feels bad. I mean, he drew a card off of it, but... I think you shock it and swing for 3. I mean, shock's not getting better, right? Oh, he's gonna hold the shock. Okay. Oh, using that Kaya's Wrath on 1 creature. Feels bad. On a 3-drop creature, no less. 4-drop spell for a 3-drop creature. Haha. Get wrecked, Esper. Phoenix. Yeah, that's why this Gruul deck's so good against Esper, because it just like it only needs 1 threat to get the job done. It's got beefy threats. The beef. He's got a Hellkite, a freaking Nether Growth Chamber Guardian, and another Phoenix. Gross. He's probably gonna take the Phoenix. Either the Phoenix or the Growth Chamber Guardian, but that's bad news for him. Like, extremely bad news. Yeah, Phoenix. Get in there, Phoenix. I traded all my Phoenixes away. They were worth like $27 or something. I think they went down a little bit because they're going to rotate out soon, but They might spike again before. Yeah, Esper needs like a Vraska's Contempt, and like but he can't stop the Growth Chamber Guardian from adapting. He's gonna get another Growth Chamber Guardian and have a 4/4 threat. Yeah, he's got a Kaya's Wrath in hand, but that's not ideal here. GG. He's gonna shock his face, right? Oh, Dovins. Boom. It doesn't matter though. There's nothing you can do. Can't take care of it 2 attackers. Even with Vraska's Contempt, he can't do it. Yeah. Gross. Look at all these threats are just so good against Esper. So good. All that haste and like hexproof and recursion. Alright, sideboard. What do we got here? What do we got going? Gruul Aggro is going to bring in, Cinder Vines ×4. Yeah, I can see those coming in. Yeah, baby. Domri. I can see those coming in. Legion Warboss also. That's also a great card against Esper. Vivian Reed. 5-drop Vivian. I can see her coming in too. And some Sorcerer's Spyglasses. Although, I guess he doesn't need to bring in that much. I guess Cinder Vines is more for the combo decks. Not as much for Esper. So he's probably going to bring in just like a Sorcerer's, like one Sorcerer's Spyglass maybe for Planeswalkers. Like one Vivian Reed. Maybe a Domri or 2. Yeah. Maybe a Legion Warboss. He's got options. I mean, he's probably going to board out like a couple of, at least 2 or 3 shocks, and maybe a Lightning Strike or 2. But I mean, he's got to keep in mind that that Thief of Sanity comes in against this matchup, so he needs to like have removal for the Thief of Sanity still. I mean, he's got flyers for it, but also having a couple of removal. So Esper's going to bring in 4 Thief of Sanity, 2 Hostage Taker, probably 2 Vona. And an Obnixilus's Cruelty, probably. Just to have some more single target removal that's cheap. Yeah. It's funny though, like everyone gets to start playing Planeswalkers now. It's not just like the control decks that get to play them now. It's like every deck's playing Planeswalkers. Alright, game 2. Here we go. Excuse me. Absorb. Good answer. Drop Vivian. Always good. I wonder which Planeswalker trumps the other one. Like, Teferi says you can't. Opponent can only play spells at sorcery speed, and then Vivian says you can cast creature spells as though they had flash. I wonder which one trumps the other one, because they're both like static effects that like conflict with each other. I actually don't know the answer to that. If anyone knows the answer to that, please say so in the chat. Vona. It's Vona, my Vona. My Shavona. Butcher of Magan. It's a dude. Vona sounds like a girl's name. I don't know. Oh, maybe the Teferi does trump all, because he could have played that at flash speed. Looks like this is always gonna Vona his ass. Pay 7 life. Destroy. Yeah, not looking good for Gruul. It's hard to sideboard against Esper because you don't know if they're playing Vona or not in the sideboard. You don't know, you know. FIFA Sanity is pretty safe to say that they're playing because everyone does, but like Vona, not everyone plays. Maybe they do now, but because we have been seeing more of Vona. But that means you need to bring in Lava Coils because there's no easy way to get rid of a 4/4 for Gruul except blocking it, but That's good. Yeah, I gotta get that Teferi off the board. 100%. Oh, gross. Oath of Kai is so good. He's just swimming in life. You can just Vona. Keep Voning. Yeah, Vona, he needs to get rid of Vona like that. I mean, there's two just threats that are just by themselves take over the game. Yeah, he's just picking them up. Nothing he can do. Five lands, Vivian Reed, and Legion Warboss. Not the greatest hand. I kind of like the version of Gruul that plays Llanowar Elf. I don't know. I think they're both good, but I think I would lean towards playing the one with Llanowar Elf. Oath of Kai is so good. They give Esper like way too many good cards, like way too many healing cards. Like they just got all the bases covered. Oh yeah, I think Exiles too. So good. Ooh, Vivian's a real good hit though. Voice of Resurgence. They must have been talking about Voice of Resurgence. Teferi, he's the catch-all. Teferi's gonna die though to a 1/1. Suck it, Teferi. He was Cindervines. Vona. Nice. Direfleet Daredevil. Fuck yeah, dude. Use that Ob Nixilis on you, boy. Ob Nixilis is cruelty. How come they didn't print Ob Nixilis in this set? Where'd he go? Maybe he is in this set. I need to do the set review still. I still haven't done the set review. I need to do that. Put that up on my YouTube. I've been slacking. Slacking. Alright, he had the absorb for Vivian. Ooh, any hostage takers rekindling? Gross. Yeah, I think the Gruul player miscalculated and took out all of his removal, thinking that the Esper deck wasn't going to change a lot after sideboard, but it does. It changes a whole lot. It becomes more of a mid-range deck. Oh, absorb. Not looking for good for Gruul. Oh, and he's bouncing his own hostage taker. Gross. Yeah, this is over. Another one falls to Esper, Dirty Esper. Yeah, he's just like swimming in card advantage now. It's just like, and Vona comes out. Wow, he's drawn so many lands too. Not that it would matter that much, but he has flooded out a lot. I think he's got more lands in play. Yeah, he's got 10 in play. I guess they both have 10 in play, but yeah. GG. Dirty Esper. I bet there's going to be a bunch of Esper decks in the top 8. That's my prediction. Yeah, I like Jim's version of the Gruul aggro better with the Llanowars. Living Twister. Nice. That's pretty sick. Yes, his tokens. Porygon with the dragon and Rapidash. Alright, round 14. Esper mid-range versus Mono-Red aggro. The time old tale. Mid-range versus aggro. Prepare to get your thoughts erased. That's a heavy land hand. Not so good. Thief of Sanity. I think he drew another land. That's real bad. Nice. Drew a shock the turn before, though. Boom. Get that tempo back. Alright, now he's got a good chance of winning. Not a bad draw. What is he at 1? BBD is at 1. GG. That's what red does. Just gets there. Just gets there. Alright. Sideboard time, yo. What we got going? Okay, Basilica Bellhaunt ×2. That is like the best sideboard card against Burn. Like the best. Dovin's Veto. No, Duress ×2 coming in. Moment of Craving ×2. Probably just those 6 cards. Maybe, actually, maybe like Deputy of Detention. That card's not great, though, in this matchup. Maybe Dovin's Veto. Like, one of them comes in. It depends on what he needs to board out. But definitely 2 Basilica Bellhaunt, 2 Duress, 2 Moment of Craving. Those are absolutely coming in. Those 6 cards. And then Mono Red is going to bring in probably this is kind of a hard matchup to board against. I mean, your deck's pretty good against them already, but taking into account their sideboard, I'd probably bring in some Lava Coils and take out the Steamkins. Take out some Steamkins. I don't think Risk Factor is good because this is a battle over board. He's not playing a control deck. He's playing a lot of creatures. So Tybalt, I'd bring in Tybalt because you definitely suspect like life gain. So I'd bring in like a Tybalt, at least 1 Tybalt, maybe 2. Legion Warboss is really good. It's just a threat that gets it done on its own. Rekindling Phoenix is good too. So I might bring in 2 Warboss, 2 Phoenix, 2 Tybalt, and like some number of Lava Coil. Direfleet Daredevil's not bad either. It's kind of hard. Like this Esper mid-range deck is new. Like I don't know what the best sideboard is, but I think definitely like Lava Coils and like Tybalts. Yeah. Especially on the draw. Like Steamkins are not very good on the draw, so like I would definitely board out the 4 Steamkins and you know, put in more removal. And he's playing Hostage Taker too, so like, yeah. Removal is key. You can't let him get those 3-for-1s with Hostage Taker. Like, sometimes you can straight up just beat red off of, like, one Hostage Taker doing a 3-for-1. Like, the card's that swingy. Alright, game 2. He definitely wants a curve out. Like, mono red, like, in this matchup, definitely. I mean, most matchups it wants, like, you know, the 1, 2, 3 drops in a row, but it's especially important against, you know, Esper midrange, Esper control. You need to put the early pressure on them, make them, like, fall back on their removal so they're not actually adding to the board. You know, tempo's really important. I'll be interested to see how mono red sideboarded here. It's not nearly as straightforward as how the Esper midrange deck is going to sideboard. You know, he's got the Basilica in hand, gross, and a D-Spark, and a 3-drop Teferi, and okay, he brought in Deputy of Detention. Unless that's main deck, he brought in at least one Deputy Detention. I guess he's thinking Experimental Frenzy. It's another way to get Experimental Frenzy off the board. And Tybalt, I guess. Yeah, he must be thinking Tybalt. That's probably why also he brought it in. But that's risky, because when you do that, Tybalt comes back with full complement of loyalty. Ooh, Moment of Craving. There's a sideboard card. Card's great. I don't know why people aren't playing that card. He's like the only one that's got like 2 Moment of Cravings in his sideboard. Like all these Esper decks and like Dimir decks like aren't playing it. I just like don't get it. Like the card's so good. That's not good. Okay, so he brought in Direfleet Daredevil. Oh, Basilica Bellhaunt. Oof. That one hurts so bad. Yeah, okay, he brought in Risk Factors. I think that's a completely poor choice. Like, of the sideboard cards, that I definitely would not board in. Alright, he brought in Chandra too. I can see that. No, I don't like Risk Factor in this matchup. I think Risk Factor is bad in any matchup where you're fighting for board position. Alright, so he brought in Lava Coils. I don't know how many he brought in, but it looks like he boarded out Steamkins, maybe. I don't know, potentially. Which is the right call. Light up the stage. That's a house. Oh, boom. Gets the land, too. And the Lava Runner. Play land, play Lava Runner. Yes, please. I can't believe how few people play Light Up the Stage in Modern. Like, I feel like it just hasn't been, like, practiced with enough. Tooled around with enough. Here, why did he play the Gitu? Oh, I guess BBD's playing that, the time board wipe, one of in the sideboard. I don't think he's playing board wipes main, though. He's just got the one board wipe. So it feels bad bouncing Chain Whirler only to get it played and to kill the Teferi. D-Spark. Never one more lowest counters removed from Chandra. She deals that much damage to target opponent or planeswalker. Except the top card library you play it this turn. So the top 7 card library you play it this turn. She's pretty sweet. She's pretty sweet. I need to pick up one of her. I think I'm going to play Mono Red in the PTQ coming up end of the month. Another Moment of Craving. Pretty good. Oh, he didn't board out all his steam cans. I think it's a bad call. I mean, I think you played Daredevil here. Or no, you removed 3 counters, played Chandra. Or attack and then do that. Actually, you Dire Fleet Daredevil. Thought Erasure. I might do that. Yep, he's gonna do it. Thought Erasure. Suck it, nerd. Taste your own medicine. Oh, 2 good choices. Deputy, okay. Oh my god, he just drew God into the God Pharaohs, the God draw. Baby D, what are you doing? Baby D, baby D, baby D. Oh damn, get all those nutty cards off the top though. I guess that's good. He doesn't want Thought Erasures now. Hostage Taker though, Hostage Taker is good. So is D-Spark. Alright, he's got Chandra in a dream. Oh, he's got a card in hand. Yeah, this risk factor is not doing nothing for you right now, buddy. This is why this card's not good. Dude, if he has a chain whirler right here. Okay, Phoenix, that's good too. But, dude, if he had a chain whirler there, blowout city. Blowout. Maybe that's why he was smiling. He was like, oh, chain whirler. Fuck. Chain whirler's so good. Gross. He's top deck hostage taker. Disgusting. Disgusting. Yeah, you gotta go everyone at Chandra here, right? And then you gotta block the hero precinct 1. Hopefully Chandra gets you through it. Oh, he's not. Okay. I guess I can get behind that too, but... Chain Whirler would be the nuts right here. Oh. Too many lands. Too many lands. Wait, did he forget to do damage with Chandra? Or I guess you don't get to, Oh, he did have the Chain Whirler. Dude, if he had had that last turn, though, it would have been so much better. I guess Chandra's ability doesn't trigger if she takes damage. I guess it doesn't count as, like, removing loyalty counters. I don't know. BBD just had to stay back. Oh, another Legion War Boss. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, he has the Lava Coil too. BBD. What happened? Dude, Chandra happened. Chandra was just giving him the mad card advantage. Okay, and now Risk Factor plays, but, I mean, he's so far ahead now that, like, Risk Factor's kind of irrelevant. Oh my god, he drew the Getter of the God of Turtles. Yes. The clutch draw. Oh my god, BBD. The clutch. The clutch. That is, like, the only card that saves him right here. Oh my god. The all-in-one. Is Chandra at 4 loyalty too? Yeah, he gets to kill Chandra here. And he doesn't die on the swing back. Wow, that's so disgusting. Oh, and get those lands off my deck. Yeah, get those 3 lands and the deputy off top of my deck. Thank you. Please and thank you. BBD, you're disgusting, dude. BBD. Actually disgusting. Actually disgusting. Oh, he didn't kill Chandra? What? I guess he doesn't want to take 2 damage and then have him risk factor, I guess. Dude, you gotta get Chandra off the board, though. How could he not kill Chandra? Like, that's bizarre. I thought he'd for sure kill Chandra. He's not gonna win if he doesn't get Chandra off the board, like, 100%. Like, she's giving him 2 cards a turn, and then if she ultimates, it's just over. I guess he's just hoping to draw Deputy Detention or something. GG 2-0. Yeah, the Esper mid-range deck just doesn't have enough like life gain in it to sustain like the control deck. Bibbit it. Bant flash, Bant mid-range. Alright, there's more Hydroid Crassus. Okay. That's number 2 Hydroid Crassus we've seen today. Dude, Hero Precinct 1, dude, this is like the MVP of this tournament. We've seen this guy a ton. Mostly in Esper, but I guess in Bant too. Oh god, Eternal Oketra. Boom. Oh, he just got here. He's got all 4 Hero Precinct 1s with the Deputy Detention. Gross. 4 for 1. Okay, looks like Bant mid-range is winning this. Alright, are we there? Round 15. We're there. Esper Control versus Simic Nexus. Great. What a great, fun to watch match. Not. Prepare for some dirtle. Prepare for the dirtle. These guys better play fast. Yes, flashing off that Root Snare that's going to be useless in this pre-board matchup. Trying to fill that graveyard up so we can flip search faster. We be dirtling. Every day we dirtling. On the flip side, we have had some fast matches today. Lots of mono red. Mid-range matchups usually don't take that long. Like, there's a lot of powerful cards, so, like, they get the job done. You kind of just got to answer all the powerful stuff, or it just kills you within a few turns. Alright, he's got search flipped. Oops. Alright, this is where Esper loses. I think he's got the infinite now. And we're going to fast forward. Or does not? Okay, I guess he didn't have the infinite. Alright, I guess Esper Control's holding on. Guess they're holding on for dear life. Yeah, it's gotta be over now. Since no one likes to concede to this deck ever. Yeah, play it till the bitter end. Alright, sideboard. It's not, apparently it's not going to show the Esper. Okay, so Simic Nexus is going to bring in probably 3 Biogenic Ooze, because that card can just win. Probably 2 Carney Tees, because, I mean, the Esper player is going to board out a bunch of his removal. Maybe a Crushing Canopy or 2, because of Thief of Sanity and Search for Esconta. I don't know. I don't know if that card comes in, but probably just the Biogenic Ooze, Carney T, and 3 Negates. And then Esper's going to bring in 4 Thief of Sanity, 2 Vona. Well, is Vona coming in? Is Vona really coming in? No, 4 Thief of Sanity, 2 Duress, 1 Dovin's Veto, probably 1 Teferi Time Raveler. Yeah, we'll go with that. Let's go with that. Alright. Here we go. Looks like turn 2, Thought Erasure. Looks like no mulligans. Ooh, we got a Jace's Spellbook negate. Yummy. Yummy. Took the blink of an eye, huh? Oh, for Thief of Sanity. Tommy-o. Tommy-o. Tommy-yo. Thought Erasure number 2. Oh, Carney T. That's a good one. Oh, getting rid of the blink again. Oh no, that was a Duress. Okay, I guess you can't take Carney T. Oh, did he attack Tamio? Okay. Dude, it is like impossible to whiff with Thief of Sanity. I don't think I've ever seen a whiff on camera with Thief of Sanity. Not one. I mean, it's definitely possible. It's not that rare that... I mean, it's pretty rare that you get 3 lands in a row, but... it should happen more than it... I mean, it's not like whiffing, you know, Ancient Stirrings, which I've done several, like 3 times. I mean, that's a lot of games I've played with it, but with Bant Eldrazi, but Carney T, does he even have a way to get rid of Carney T? Takes a board wipe, and I can't see him keeping his board wipes in after board. Three attacks, boom, boom, boom. Carney T says, dead ski. I don't know if you attack Teferi. I think you just go face at this point. I don't think he's got a way to remove Carney T. Like, you can draw cards with Teferi, it's not going to do you any good. I mean, he could amass enough blockers to block him, maybe? I mean, he doesn't bring in Vona in this matchup, I don't think. I think I'd be going face. That's 3 attacks with Carney T and he's dead. Like, I don't know. Yeah, he could block with 3 Thieves of Sanity, but okay. Sure. Yeah, he's like, didn't you play a land? He's like, no, Ascanta flipped. Boom. The Ascanta ramp. When he draws a biogenic ooze. Yeah, I think I would have just attacked his face and let him have the Teferi. I don't know. I guess the Teferi ult. He'd be getting him to +8 on this turn right here. I don't know. Is that a Nexus of Fate? Maybe he can get it done with Nexus of Fate. Chain some Nexus of Fate. I've seen Thieves of Sanity do that before. It's pretty aight. Oh, Carney T of his own. Lucked out on that one. Got his other Carney T. Yeah, he should have played the Biogenic Ooze. I don't know why he didn't. Yeah, I think he should have gone face. I think he's going to lose because of it now. Yeah, he should have played that Biogenic Ooze a turn ago too, and he'd win this turn. I think Dylan made a few play mistakes this game. I definitely would have just pressured his life total. Like, what can Teferi do? Like, even Teferi's ultimate can't target the Carnage Tyrant. So he would have forced him to block with like Thieves of Sanity and not traded with it. just to save himself for a turn. Yeah. I think you messed up, Dylan. I think you messed up, buddy, a couple times. If you'd also played that Biogenic Ooze. I mean, he did have the... I don't know when he got that that counter spell off of the top of his... from the Thieves of Sanity. I don't know if it was the turn before or the turn after when he could have countered the Biogenic Ooze. I think it was the turn after. So he would have been able to land the Biogenic Ooze, I believe, as well. Yeah, I think he just assumed like killing Teferi is always the best play, but I don't think it was the best play in that situation. Come on. Alright, fine, turn 2. You played Search for Escanta. And turn 2 Thought Erasure. Not a whole lot happening. Alright, he made him discard Blink of an Eye. Yeah, I haven't seen this Blast Zone really like do anything this entire day. Like this entire weekend, I haven't seen it used once on camera. It's pretty much just been a land that produces 1 colorless. Maybe it's not as great as I thought it was. Ooh, Biogenic, boom. I love how these decks are just reduced to like beating each other down with creatures. Ooh, Despark. Despark is good. Phew, another Biogenic Ooze. Gross. Alright, are these oozes enough? Are these oozes enough to get it done? Oh, he didn't take the Biogenic Ooze. Oh, negated. Negated, bro. He took his Nexus of Fate. Is that 2 Carnage Tyrants? Dude, it's looking like Thief of Sanity just fucking gets the goddamn job done. Oh, he's not taking the Carney T's. Damn. Dude, he's just this is his 3rd turn in a row. He's like, nope, I'm the Nexus deck now, motherfucker. Dude, Thief of Sanity. Card's gross. Yeah, he got it again. He keeps getting his... This is his 4th turn. Holy shit. It's kind of poetic justice, though. I think it's pretty good. Screw the Nexus deck. I mean, I don't like Esper either, but the Nexus decks are so lame. Taking infinite turns, dirtling it hard. Kind of serves him right. He did it again. I mean, he's thinned his deck out so much with the Thief of Sanity that, like, the chance of it being a Nexus in the top 3 cards is actually pretty high. Because there's probably 3 in there. 3 or 4. There's 3 in there, I believe. And they keep going back in there every time you cast them. Oh my god, did he get it again? No, I don't think he got it this time. This is so funny. He's got the Wilderness Reclamation out, flipped Ozconta, and he's taken 4 turns in a row. Disgusting. GG. Civic Nexus booted out of the tournament. Getting a taste of its own medicine. Oh, Esper mid. Oh, BBD. Is it going to be another Esper control or Esper mid-range? It's like Esper control won the first one. So I guess winning the second one too. Dude, protect the freaking Thief of Sanity, man. Like, that's like the name of this deck now. Protect the Thief of Sanity and win. Like, that's all it does in these matches, like, after sideboard. You kind of wonder, like, why doesn't it play a main deck if this card just does... I guess it's just the whole mind game of well, it's like it's going to be a bunch of Esper control in the top 8. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I called it. I so called it. Let's see how many there are. 1, 2... I guess there's only 2. And there's 2... 3 mono red. Damn. Get there, mono red. 2 Bant mid-range and 1 Selesnya token. So that guy made it with Selesnya tokens. Yeah, I think Selesnya is good. I think it's good against Esper. Good against, you know, I think it's good against everything right now. Dude, no mono blue decks. No mono white. Yeah, I knew Esper control was still going to be super strong. 2 Bant mid-range. That's pretty crazy. Alright. Really, we're watching Esper control versus Selesnya. I guess Selesnya will beat it fast. Well, I guess Esper has an advantage because it's got board wipes. Alright, game 1. Top 8. Let's go. Looks like Esper's on the play. And it's Thought Erasure, turn 2. Yeah, the only thing different in the Selesnya deck is Gideon's. Right? I don't think any, like, new cards. Does he have the Cry of the Carnarium? Or the Kaya's Wrath? I guess he doesn't need to play either yet. Well, he's going to play it. Probably a good call. Yeah, he really needs some, like, History of Benalia. It's a great card against Esper. Or more Saproling migrations. Why didn't he attack? Oh, that's why. Good call. Sneak those tokens in. Got another board wipe, buddy. It's going to get ugly for you quick. Your little single target removal ain't going to do squat. Ooh, the Mortify. He doesn't want that token maker. That thing's real good against Esper. Nice, just made 2 more tokens. Snuck 2 more tokens on the board. Gonna be able to kill. Technical difficulties, Jesus. Pull it together, boys. Pull it the fuck together. Jesus. Trying to get that board wipe, or the enter the God Pharaohs, or enter the God Eternals would do good too. Fatty blocker. You have to start popping off single target removal to kill 1/1 tokens. Yep. He's at 41 life. Yes. Lifelink is strong. Alright, Kai's Wrath. Oh, is Esper going to stabilize? Looks like he's got another one in hand. God, Esper's going to stabilize. Dirty. Yep, looks like Esper's got this one clinched. Liliana Dreadhorde General is going to do some work. GG. Sideboard time. Let's go. Alright, we got 3 Thief of Sanity. Those are coming in. 3 Duress. Those are probably coming in. Well, at least probably 2 to 3 Duress. 2 Cry of the Carnariums are coming in. Is Ugin the Ineffable coming in? I don't know, maybe. Othakaya, Othakaya, maybe, actually. You get a lot of procs off that for each creature attacking against tokens. Moment of Craving probably coming in. Enter the God Eternals coming in. Selesnya is bringing in 2 Prison Realm, 2 Ajani, 1 Vivian, 1 Gideon. Return to Nature? No, I don't think that's good enough. Alright, game 2. Let's go. It's probably the worst matchup for tokens. Like, board wipes are the best against it. And now it's got 2 more board wipes. Like Esper mulliganed. It's like they both mulliganed. Oh wait, Esper didn't mulligan, never mind. It's like he's duressing. Duressing the face. Yeah, this is just already bad for the Selesnya player. This is like he's gonna lose real hard. So he's got another duress. Disgusting. Drew the nuts, the nutty, the nuddles, and the thought erasure. Jesus. Leave him with 2 1/1 tokens. Yeah, boy. Now, why do people vote to see this match? This is not a good matchup. Like, Esper has a huge advantage in this matchup. Absorb. He's just got everything. He's got literal everything. And he mold, and this Leslie player mold to 6. Yeah, this is just over. There's nothing you can do. Absorb. Yay, board wipes. This is painful. This is painful. Kind of a non-game. And he needs, like, histories of Benalias and stuff, which he didn't draw either of. Or he did draw it in any of the games. Yeah, now Ugin the Ineffable's in play. Yeah, he's like, I've had enough. This is over. Alright, do we need to Oh, it looks like it's a different video. Alright, different video. Alright, looks like... Ooh, 2 mono reds through. Dude, 3 mono reds through. Dude, mono red. What? Okay, that's not Zach Allen. That's the wrong picture. I got the wrong picture there. Those are all... I think those are all the wrong pictures. Yeah. None of those are correct. That is Zach Allen. Dude, Ethan Gajewski still made the top 8. Okay, there we go. There's Ethan Gajewski. Mono red, mono... Dude, 3 mono reds in the top 4? Dang! I mean, you see this a lot in the first week of a set coming out. Until people figure out aggro. But, I mean, like, people... This deck was the same. People knew this deck. It's just like, I guess all the Esper players, like, pulled out all their freaking Moment of Cravings. That's what it looks like. It's like, what are you thinking, you crackheads? Obviously, mono red's gonna be a deck. Mono red v mono red. Let's go. Oh, mold of 6. That's a good 6, though. Oh, he's got a better 7, though. A lot better 7. A lot better. Alright, let's go. Semifinals. Let's do it. Why are they using such crappy basic lands, dude? Because someone just gave them those decks and they didn't have a... Or they probably borrowed all the cards and just, like, had to get some basics. And at least they're using all the same basic. It's not like a bunch of random, like, Oh, hard casting. Oh, experimental frenzy though. That could actually just run away with the game. Dude, he's hard casting it too. Yes. That's some bad hits. Alright, this is shaping up to be a good match. This could be close. I'm down to 13. Yeah, he's got a bunch of burn in his hand. He's got at least 6 points of burn. He's giving 9 points of burn in his hand. Alright, so he's at 9, I believe. Uh-oh, experimental frenzy doing its thing now. Yeah, looks like Experimental Frenzy's gonna win this. He drew way too many lands. 7 lands. Gross. Is he going to be able to get 3 counters on it again? No, maybe. Yeah, he is. Gross. Now he's just going to dump his hand out. Nice. So good. I've done this so many times. Dude, it's so disgusting. Runaway Steamkin is so gross. Oh, we got there. Oh my god. Holy shit. Got there. Exactsies. Oh, Gajewski's so pissed. So pissed. Sideboards. Alright. So this is all about board control. So risk factor's garbage. Rekindling Phoenix can be good, but I would bring in lava coils for sure. Tybalt's useless. Chandra, I don't think Chandra's that great. So for Gajewski's side, I would bring in like 3 lava coil, 2 Rekindling Phoenix, 2 Direfleet Daredevil, maybe the Mountain, and then other side Polium. Bring in 2 Legion Warboss, 2 Rekindling Phoenix, 2 Direfleet Daredevil, and like 3 Lava Coil. That's what I would do. Maybe even 4 Lava Coil. If I'm in the draw, maybe 4 Lava Coil. Because they know that they have Rekindling Phoenix. They know that, you know, Chain Whirler can be problematic. So, I mean, Lava Coil. At least 3 Lava Coils come in. Maybe not 4, but at least 3. Because it's all about controlling the board. You can't take a bunch of damage from creatures and expect to win this matchup. Alright, game 2. It's like turn 1 nothing into turn 2 Runaway Steamkin. Chain Whirler. On an empty board, not so great. Yeah, it looks like they boarded out most of their like 1-drops. Although I would still keep in Fanatical Firebrand is still really good. Yeah, they kept their Steamkins in. I don't agree with that. I don't think Steamkin's good in this matchup. I mean, like, yeah, it can be good when you have, like, Experimental Frenzy out, but he even still lost that game. He lost that game, so I think people put, think Runaway Steam. I board it out a lot. It gets boarded out a lot because people always kill it instantly, and it's only a 1/1 when it comes out, and it costs 2, so, like, it's not a good late game threat. So if you're playing against heavy removal, it's not a good card. It's not a good card in the red matchup, I don't think. It's not particularly good against mono blue. Yeah, there's a lot of matchups that it's not very good against after sideboard. Yeah, so they're just slugging it out for board control. I can't believe no one's playing Fight with Fire. I think Fight with Fire is still good. I play one Fight with Fire on my sideboard. I think it's good. I will probably continue to play one Fight with Fire. There's like 5 toughness stuff out there. Lyra Dawnbringer, hello, that card didn't disappear. And considering red just instantly loses to it, after like one attack you gotta kill it, so Fight with Fire, that's how you do it. That's the clean way to do it. Plus it kills Vona, it kills Shalai, it kills Aurelia. Like, it's pretty important. Yeah, it looks like these guys didn't board out any Steamkins. I don't get that. Like, rarely are these games decided by Experimental Frenzy. Like, I think Frenzy's not a very good card in this matchup either. They probably boarded out some Frenzies. At least I would. But maybe not, since they're playing Steamkin still. Maybe they think like Steamkin with Frenzy's too good. Chandra comes in too. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know if I bring in Chandra. Maybe. I'm not super... Yeah, Pulliam's draws just like way better. He's gotten what, 2 or 3 light up the stages. Light up the stage. Whoever draws more of those typically wins this matchup, in my experience. And he's got Chandra out too. He's got just tons of card advantage now. Yeah, he can just -7 next turn. It's over. Yeah, this is over. GG. GG. I guess Chandra's decent. But yeah, Experimental Frenzy didn't win either of those games. Experimental Frenzy, to me, is something that you use when you run out of gas. Like, that's something against decks that will outcard advantage you. But in a mirror match where like you're both kind of doing the same thing, you guys are gonna keep the same resources basically. There's no reason to play Experimental Frenzy in that matchup. I just don't see it. Maybe one. Maybe keep one in. Just one. Not like three or whatever they main deck now. Alright, we're going to speed this up a little bit. Alright, Mono Red won game 1. Dude, is it going to be Mono Red versus Mono Red in the finals? Alright, it should be very, very hard for Mono Red against Esper after the board. We'll see how it plays out. It looks like they got rid of a bunch of their... life gain, though. Like, I think this dude only has one of the -2/-2 gain 2 life in his sideboard. I don't think he has any main deck. He's playing, like, the new, like, Dispark and, like, Bolus's Fury or whatever that card's called. Yeah, Colin's he's just drawing gas, dude. He drew up to 3 lands and it's just all gas. Like, he got really, really good draws, and it looks like he's flooding out a little bit. I don't know. Oh, well, looks like Esper turned the corner. Yep, looks like he turned the corner big time. I mean, this is how these games play out after board a lot. Esper's just got an advantage, at least a 10% advantage. So now he draws another Experimental Frenzy. But now he's just going to -3 it probably. If he can't mortify it. I don't see red coming back from here. Okay, he plays Experimental Frenzy. Okay, now he's got 3 Planeswalkers out. He can't possibly lose now, can he? GG. Game 3. Turn the light on. Oh, leg day at the gym. Oh. Feeling it. Feeling it, yo. Oath of Kaya is so good. Okay, I guess they got that card. But they got rid of the Demise. Probably for that card, I don't know. But being able to play a removal on 2 and gain life is really strong. Or Moment of Craving, rather. Okay, he's got 2 Moment of Cravings. Okay, I mean, he probably has 1 main deck, 1 side then, I guess. Before it was a package of 3. Maybe he just swapped 1 for Oath of Kaya. Okay, that's fine, I guess. But he has no Basilica Bellhaunts in the sideboard, which also used to be a sideboard, which is just a house against fucking red. It does everything you want to do. It gets a card out of their hand, gains you 4 life, and puts a 3/4 on the table, which is really hard to remove. I guess he has 3 Moment of Cravings. Okay. Maybe their main deck. 2 main deck, 1 side. Okay. Upkeep, flashback that risk factor. Or kickstart it. Wow, is he just gonna lose? He's just flooding out. He's gonna lose to a Get 2 Lava Runner. Alright, any burn top deck wins this. Rough. Dude, Mullins is drawing fucking the nuts, dude. Like last game too. I mean, he lost last game, but still he was drawing like fucking on fire. Looks like this game too, he's just drawing on fire. Oh my god, it's gonna be mono red versus mono red in the finals. Holy shit. Crazy. I guess it's not that crazy. In Khan's block, it was like all 3 Pro Tours were won by mono red decks, I believe. I mean, it wasn't mono red versus mono red in the finals, but there was still like, you know, a few copies of mono red in the top 8. And I think all 3 of those Pro Tours were won by mono red with green splash. Oops. Alright. The finals, here we are. Game 1, mono red versus mono red. Turn 1 Firebrand into turn 1 Lava Runner. Let's do it. Looks like Mulliganed to 6, and Pulliam did not. Battle of the Whirlers. Why didn't he lightning strike in an attack? That was dumb. What are you holding on that lightning? Okay, that was just a complete waste of 2 damage. Oh, I guess it didn't have haste. Never mind. I'm an idiot. My bad. Sorry, Polium. Oh, so good. Removing everything. I mean, this is how the matchup goes. You just gotta remove everything. Can't let creatures do a bunch of damage. Massive control for the board. They're just 1-for-1 each other. 1-for-1-ing. Chandra. Oh, that Chandra. He's got a main deck. That's cool. I think he's the only one who has that main deck. Maybe not, but I think so. Dude, double Chandra. He's got 2 Chandra main deck. Wow. Maybe he's onto something. I don't think anyone else is running these Chandra's main deck for the mono red decks. I guess he's running those instead of Experimental Frenzy. I actually like that a lot. I think I'm going to run his version. Because Experimental Frenzy, like, it's a sideboard card for me right now. I don't play a main deck. How much is she worth right now? I'm gonna pick her up. Chandra Fire Artisan. $275. I can handle that. Yeah, we got some packs to open. I got my 8 prize packs from Friday.
Dude, he's top deck another light up the stage. He's gotten 3 in the last like 4 turns. Oh my god, 4, all 4. So lucky. He's definitely gonna kill Chandra. Oh, can he kill Chandra? No, I guess he can't. Block with Firebrand. Ping him in the face. That's your block here. This Chandra's doing freaking work. It's doing the serious work. I really like this Chandra, actually. I mean, it's not as good as the other Chandra, the old Chandra. It's kind of similar. The power is almost exactly the same. Except the other one does 2 damage, and it doesn't let you play lands, and it does 2 damage. This one lets you play lands, but it doesn't do the 2 damage. But both ultimates really good. This is like a complete bluff. He's attacking Polium. Like, even if he had 2-3 damage spells in his hand, he doesn't win. Because he's going to -7 Chandra and just win next turn, isn't he? Oh, okay. I was trying to get him in range. I guess that's... I can see that, I guess. Ah. I could just play that Chandra and plus up again. Yeah. Got plenty of mana. Dude, he's playing 3 Chandra main deck. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. He's like, what do I do? Do I lightning strike it? I think he's got a lightning strike it, yeah. Yeah, there's no way he's gonna ultimate Chandra. Oh, I guess he can draw a burn spell to hit Chandra or a haste creature. Wait, what? Can he just ultimate and win? Like what? Why didn't he target Chandra? Pyromancer can target Planeswalkers. Was that just like a fuck up on his part? Alright. Nice. See, Collins Mullins is not playing Experimental Frenzy main deck either. I'm right about this. I'm fucking right. And he's not playing Experimental Frenzy at all. Because I don't think it's that... I mean, it's good, but like... There's just so many ways to get rid of permanents and enchantments right now. There's just so many ways. Like Mortify, Teferi, freaking Blink of an Eye, you know, Ether Teferi, who can bounce a permanent. Deputy of Detention. There's just like all these ways to get rid of it. Like, alright, so he's going to bring in some Lava Coils, like 3-ish. 2 Legion War Bosses, 2 Rekindling Phoenix. And then Polium's going to bring in Lava Coils, like 3 or 4. 2 Legion War Boss, 2 Rekindling, 2 Direfleet Daredevil. I really like this guy's build. I can really, and he's not playing Risk Factor main deck either. He's playing them side. I play them side too. I play 2 Risk Factor side and 3 Experimental Frenzy side. But I really like this this build, this 3 Chandra. I think this is the build. I'm not gonna play the Rekindling Phoenix's side. I think I'm gonna play 3 Tybalt side instead of 2. And maybe. I don't know if I'm going to do 3 Tybalts. 2 might be the right. It seems like everyone's doing 2 Tybalt, but I don't think I'm going to do the Rekindling Phoenix. I mean, Rekindling Phoenix is good, but there's still a lot of exile effects. I don't think it's that good. Alright. Let's do it, boys. Game 2 of the finals. Star City Games, Standard Open, Richmond. Let's see it. Looks like we got some mulligans. Looks like Mullins mulliganed. Mullins mulliganed. Yep, down to 6. Oof. It's not terrible. Not great, not terrible. I guess they both didn't have 1-drops. Yeah, he's using the Grow Shock. Get that shock out of here. Get out of my sight. Yes, hard cast. There's been so many hard cast light up stages today. Ooh. Not the greatest hits. I mean, he can light up the stage again, but that's risky. He's giving Lava Coil a target. Wow, he's going to be able to freaking cast. That was real bad. I wouldn't have played that Chain Whirler. Would not have. Now he's going to be able to play Firebrand, kill the Chain Whirler, attack, light up the stage, maybe play another 1-drop. Yeah, this is going to be a good turn for Collins. Collins. Mr. Collins. Wait, what? Why is he doing it that way? Alright, he boarded in Frenzy. I don't agree with this. I do not agree with this. We're going to see if it pans out for him. But he's going to play Frenzy, and I just don't think Frenzy is good in this matchup. I don't think I've ever... In this mirror, I've never lost to Experimental Frenzy. Because you lose a ton of tempo playing a 4-mana card, and you basically do nothing the turn it comes out, like, essentially every time. You do nothing. Now you're at the mercy of the top of your deck, because he just played a bunch of good stuff. Like, if he draws 2 lands here, he's just fucking dead. Like... Watch, I'm going to get proven wrong because he's just going to get lucky. So, yeah. He's getting all his low drops. Exactly 1 land. Yeah. You can get lucky with it, but I think in general, like, not good for the matchup. Like, if he had whiffed at all, like, gotten, like, had to drawn, like, another Experimental Frenzy or something that he could, like, or a Phoenix, or just played, like, one thing, like, both of those Steamkins would have been 4/4s. The Phoenix would be dead from that Lava Coil that he just played. Like, yeah, it would have been, like, game over. But I think it's a really risky card in this matchup. Yeah, or light up the stage. Like, if he had to play light up the stage last turn, he would not have been able to put stuff on the board and remove stuff. That's 3 mana to cast. Like, he got so lucky. And he gets to get 2 Lava Runner and a Wizard Lightning together so he can cast it for 1. Like, okay. I mean, this is obviously not proving my point that Experimental Frenzy is not good in the matchup, but I think he's getting incredibly lucky with it. Because it's such a tempo-based matchup that, like, if you lose tempo, even for a turn or 2, you lose pretty much. But it looks like he stabilized. Yeah, he hasn't hit any double land clumps, you know. He hasn't hit any more Experimental Frenzies. Like, it's pretty much going real smooth. And he's at 9 life. He can still lose. Tibble, really? Why would you play why would you board in Tibble? That's bizarre. That's really bizarre. Tybalt seems awful in this matchup. Okay, now it's over, I think. 3 runaways, team kids. He can just destroy the... Yeah. Alright, final round. I have no idea why he brought Tybalt in. That's a horrible idea. Horrible, horrible idea. Alright, let's go. Alright, both keeping. Looks like keeps on both sides. Alright, here we go. For all the money. Running out those chain whirlers always. None of them are trying to get 2-for-1s with the chain whirlers. I don't get that. There's so many one-toughness guys. Did they board out the... No, they didn't board out the Pyromancers, did they? I think Pyromancer's still good in this matchup. Maybe they don't because of the chain whirler. Maybe they board it out because of chain whirler. I guess I can get behind that. But they are wizards. I mean, they don't fuel your wizard lightning. Maybe they board out some wizard lightnings. Okay. Yeah, I would much rather board out at least a steam can or two. Light up the stage. Into light up the stage. Pretty good hits. Pretty good hits. Guess he's saving that lava coil for rekindling Phoenix potential. I can get behind that. Oh, Chandra. Looks like Pulliam's going to take this one. I can't see. Mullins has nothing. He's got a lava coil, which he can't. Oh, I guess he's going to bust down the. Yeah, but Chandra's going to ultimate in 2 turns. Yep, see, Runaway Steamkin. Not good mid to late game when you're top decking. Yeah, you're dead, dude. You just took 7 damage. GG. Dude, I really like Will Pulliams. This is the build right here. A bunch of people are going to copy this, though. Chandra's probably going to go up, spike up to like 10 at least. GG's Will Pulliam. Congrats, buddy. I like your build. I think your build is money. I think you had the money build. Look at that gold. Bling. Bling it out, yo. Alright. That concludes the Star City Games Standard Open Richmond. First look at Standard at a major tournament after the drop of War of the Spark. And it was delicious. Très bien. Now, I had already planned on keeping on Mono Red because I've been playing that deck for a while now. Real good with it. Know it inside and out. Love the the 3 Chandras main deck. Love his sideboard. I agree with most of it. Might make a couple tweaks here and there, but I love not playing Experimental Frenzy in the 75. I might play 1 in the sideboard, unlike him, because I think like in some matchups it's good, like the control matchups. But other than that, I don't know. Maybe just Planeswalkers are better in the control magics. Maybe Chandra is just better against Esper than... Because they have so many ways of removing the Experimental Frenzy. They have Mortify, they have... And then also it's the mind game of the Esper player doesn't board out their Mortifies. And Mortifies aren't that good against Mono Red, except for the fact that it can take care of Experimental Frenzy and it's like a decent cost removal. But like, if you're not playing Experimental Frenzy... chances are they're gonna board out all their Mortifies. If like this becomes the new standard, like the new red deck with no Experimental Frenzies in it, they're gonna board out their Mortifies against you because Mortify is not that great. It's okay, but just as a 3-cost removal, not that great. Like they would rather play like a bunch of other cards instead of it if they are not also getting the protection versus Experimental Frenzy. That being said, this video is going to go up onto my YouTube channel, lock_daddy. You can watch it there. It's going to be up in my highlights on my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/lock_daddy. Follow me on Twitter for updates when I'm streaming, what I'm streaming, or just an insight into my life, into Lock Daddy's life. It's at lock_daddy1. And yeah, come check me out. I'll be streaming again. I'm going to be streaming actually a little bit longer. I'm going to go take a little bathroom break. But yeah, thanks.